I remember when Saturday mornings meant freedom. Not the fake freedom we claim today, but the real kind. The kind where your body felt light because your mind wasn't weighed down. There was no rush to beat a notification. No pressure to perform for invisible eyes. There was just life, raw and unfiltered. Back then, waking up felt like a reward. You knew you had time. Time to breathe. Time to move. Time to exist without being watched or judged. Even chores didn't feel like a burden because they were the gateway to something real waiting on the other side. That something real was human connection. It was stepping outside and seeing familiar faces, hearing laughter echo through the streets, and feeling like you belong somewhere without needing validation. No filters, no edits, no second takes, just truth. We didn't need much to feel rich. A basketball, a bike, a patch of street, or even just conversation was enough. The joy wasn't in what we had, but in who we shared it with. That energy was alive, electric, and honest. Looking back now, it almost feels like that world never existed. Like it was a dream. Because what we see today is something completely different. And if we're honest, something deeply broken. Somewhere along the way, we traded connection for performance. We stopped living for moments and started living for reactions. The goal shifted from feeling alive to appearing alive. And that right there is the root of the problem. Social media came in disguise as a bridge. It looked like the ultimate tool to bring people together. And in the beginning, it did. It gave us a taste of what connection could look like in a digital space. But that was just the bait. Because what followed wasn't connection, it was control. The more we engaged, the more we got hooked. Not on people, but on the feeling. That quick hit of validation. That little rush when someone noticed you. That dopamine became the drug, and many didn't even realize they were addicted. This isn't just about young people. This is spread across every age group, from teenagers to retirees. The pattern is the same. Scroll, react, repeat. Over and over again. And while it feels harmless, it's slowly draining the life out of us. What's worse is that many people don't even see it. They think they're living, but they're not. They're existing in a loop, disconnected from reality, chasing something that can never truly satisfy. Let's call it what it is. This is a prison. Not one with bars and guards, but one that lives in your hand. That so-called smartphone has become the modern ankle monitor. The difference is, no one forced it on you. You chose to wear it. And unlike someone under house arrest, many don't even have the desire to leave. Their will to explore, to connect, to live has been slowly erased. They're comfortable in confinement, convinced that this is freedom. That's the most dangerous part. When you don't even know you're trapped, you stop trying to escape. People are losing track of time. Hours turn into days, days into years, all spent staring at a screen. It numbs you, just like a painkiller. It blocks the signals telling you something is wrong. But make no mistake, something is very wrong. There are individuals walking around physically alive, but mentally checked out, waiting for something they can't even define. Like they're sitting at a bus stop, expecting a ride that never comes. That's not living. That's existing on standby. Then there's the illusion of communication. People think sending clips, links, and random content is connection. It's not. It's noise. It's one-sided, empty, and often draining. You're living your life, moving forward, and suddenly you're pulled into someone else's mental space. Not because they want to connect, but because they want company in their stagnation. That's not fair, and it's not healthy. Real interaction requires presence. It requires energy flowing both ways. It requires intention. What we have now is a constant interruption disguised as engagement. On one end, you have people chasing numbers, trying to stay relevant in a game that doesn't care about them. On the other hand, you have people completely consumed, drowning in endless content with no purpose. Both extremes lead to the same place: disconnection, isolation, emptiness. I stepped away for a day yesterday. No posting, no scrolling, no checking out. And you know what? Nothing was missing. In fact, everything felt fuller. Being out, engaging with real people, feeling real energy, that reminded me of what life is supposed to be. No performance, no pressure, just presence. That's where the true high vibration lives. There are places where people still understand this, where life isn't measured in likes or views, where a smile means more than 1,000 comments. That's the kind of world we need to return to. I've always been an expressionist. What I do comes from within, not from a need for approval. And the moment it feels forced, the moment it feels like a production, I'm done with it. Because I'm not here to manufacture moments. I'm here to live them. The real like is seeing someone's face light up when they see you. The real follow is someone calling you, wanting to spend time with you, building something real. That's what matters. That's what lasts. Everything else is temporary, fleeting, and empty. And as time goes on, I see more clearly that I don't need to be constantly plugged in to feel connected. In fact, the opposite is true. So if you see less of me online, understand why. It's not absence, it's alignment. We all have a choice to make. Continue down this path of digital dependency or reclaim our lives. It won't be easy because addiction never is, but it is necessary. Because if we don't, we risk losing something we may never get back: our humanity. This isn't about rejecting technology completely. It's about putting it in its place. It's a tool, not a lifestyle. And the moment we forget that, we lose control. We were never meant to live like this, glued to screens. disconnected from reality, chasing empty validation. We were meant to move, to feel, to connect in ways that no device can replicate. So ask yourself, are you truly living? Or are you just scrolling through the illusion of life? Because time is moving, whether you're aware of it or not. And one day, you're going to look up and realize just how much of it you gave away. Think about it. We need to reclaim back our lives, and a lot of us have been deceived. LanceScurv out. On to the next one. I appreciate you being here, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. Peace.